Hello, this is StyleCon coming at you today with another video from the tobacco company in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. Got my main man Charles Wallingford by my side and have a new video for you. And today's topic of discussion will be Rolex's trade-in policy and what happened to it.
Well, they had a training policy? I mean, do they have it now? I mean, when did... Look, let's be honest. I love horology and everything else. I've done my homework and everything else. But I haven't been around long enough to even afford Rolex type situations. I might understand the history, but trade-in policy?
Actually, yes. I mean, this was many years ago. When you were to go buy a Rolex from an authorized dealer, what they would do is say if you bought a just date, or date just, sorry, and you paid $3,000 for it. You come back in 2 years, they would actually give you all your money back, and you would have to always move up. So if you paid two and you want a sub, and that sub would cost you $4,000, you would just pay the $2,000 in the price difference.
What was the timeline? What years was this?
This might have been about 25 years ago. I mean, when I first started looking into Rolexes, I was about 22 years old. Go to the jewelry store, talked to a couple people there, and they said that was a nice thing at that particular time.
Wow, that is nice.
Oh, that's great. So if you want to move up in the family, you could go ahead and do that, and all you would do is just pay the difference. Just like diamond rings. We were talking about your wife,
yeah, exactly.
Upping the ring. When you upgrade it, they would give you all the money you paid for the diamond.
Right. Well, most of the time that would be the actual store. Would that matter what store it was from? I mean, as long as it was an authorized dealer?
As long as it was an authorized dealer.
Okay.
And what sort of screwed that up was counterfeiters. They definitely screwed it up. What happened is there's a couple people, they brought in fake watches, they didn't check them out, and needless to say, some of these authorized dealers got burned by counterfeiters. But now most of them still do trade-ins, but now they might send it in if they have like a repair person on site, and they'll check it out to make sure it's legitimate. But now they offer you like a value for it instead of it. You spend $5,000, they might come back and say $3,500.
Okay.
But that's the main difference now. But I used to like that they had that policy where you could go buy one and you could update it and you only pay the price difference. You can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that. I mean, we both of us, we're both guilty of dogging out Rolex and everything else, saying that they're overrated or saying that too many people have them and everything else. But to have that policy, even to used to have that policy, that's damn good. That's very impressive to have something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean at the time, no other watch brand was doing that.
No.
Patek, Tag, whoever you would go to, no one was offering that service. But Rolex was backing up their product, which I think is great. My friend actually did that. I was talking to Charles about this earlier. He actually had a stainless steel sub, but he wanted the two-tone version.
Oh, I didn't know he traded in.
Oh yeah, he literally traded it in. I think he paid $5,000 for his sub at that particular time. The two-tone one was $7,500. They actually gave him his $5,000, and all he had to do was pay the $2,500 price difference.
Wow! So you're getting a brand new watch, and you only paid $2,500 for a brand new watch.
And that's it. So you didn't have to start all over again.
Right.
You didn't lose a dime like the way they do it now because of the counterfeiters. So that sub, they say, look, we need to make some money off of it. We can't give you $5,000, but how about if we give you $2,500 or whatever it is now? But thanks to the counterfeiters, they sort of screwed that up. And those of you that have been into watches for a long time, like myself, you're probably familiar with this policy because that was in effect. And I'll leave some links in the description down below on a couple of articles that actually talked about their trade-in policy.
So if you had so you really didn't, back in those days, you wouldn't take a bath when buying a brand new watch if you wanted to.
Now you make me feel bad. How old am I? Back in those days. It wasn't that far and that long ago. Okay, yeah, it was. Let me be honest. Yeah. I mean, geez, I was like probably 25 years ago. But it's one of those things. It was a nice added bonus to the watch.
Okay.
Just think of most watch brands like Tag. Even though I know people don't like the brand, but that connected watch they came out with, it's $1,500.
Right.
They're going to let you wear that watch for 2 years, and then I think they're offering a limited edition mechanical watch, and all you do is pay the price difference. You don't have to start from ground zero.
Maybe with this tagging, if it hopefully it'll pick up enough, other brands maybe in the future may decide to do something wonderful like Rolex used to do.
True. And even with that tag, that connected watch is completely sold out now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have no more. So
Okay.
needless to say, now you hold on to that for 2 years, you get your $1,500 back. Then on top of that, you just pay, I forget what the price is for the new watch, $2,500, $3,000, I don't remember. But you just pay the price difference. And now you got yourself a decent mechanical watch, and that's the way Rolex used to roll.
All right, so that's not something Tag came up with by themselves. They actually borrowed maybe.
Well, they probably borrowed. I mean, I don't know that much about that, but it's a great idea. I mean, think about it. Any watch brand, you buy a Breitling, you decide you want to move up the ladder, you buy like the entry level Colt, and you want to work your way up to the Navitimer, and as you do that, you take your watch back in, they give you the money you paid for it, and then you can just keep moving up the ladder in increments.
That's nice. That's real nice. Make sure you put those links on there. I'm pretty sure more people want to learn about that. You're going to have to start holding back, StyleCon, because you have some information that I have not heard of before. You're going to let us all know about this knowledge that's in here.
Oh, geez. It's just one of those things. I was watching a video and somebody was talking about they traded their watch in, to get another watch, and this was years back, and it just brought that back up. It's something that I forgot about, but it's one of those things. I've been reading up on horology for about 30 years, but I've been collecting watches since I was a kid, sort of like Greg and Charles's video, Greg and his Rolex. What did he say he was in first grade, the only kid there with a mechanical watch?
Right, yeah.
And that was me.
Oh, okay.
So it was one of those things. I've always loved watches. I lived through the quartz crisis. I was there when it happened. I was there when ETA decided to, cut back their movements to third-party suppliers. So a lot of this stuff I've seen personally, and unless you were there to do it, you probably wouldn't know it even existed.
Yeah, like I said, StyleCon, you're gonna have to really get us going.
All right, I'll do my best. And on that note, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, leave them down below. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will check you out in the next video.
See you in the next video.